Hi, my name is Bailey, and I chose to look at waste management. I chose waste because I'm interested in how other large institutions similar to Ohio State are handling their waste. I was also interested because I know Ohio State says that we're doing a lot in our stadium and things like that, so I wanted to see how our waste management compared to other schools of similar size. So I picked 9 other schools that have a student enrollment similar to that of Ohio State. So I first want to draw your attention to the yellow bar. So this one right here. So that's going to be the amount that the universities each are disposing in landfill. And you can see that Ohio State actually is currently disposing the most in the landfills than any of the other schools. So in 2015, the year this ASHE STARS report was done, OSU sent 12,111.2 tons to landfill. And the University of South Florida had the least. But you can see that all their numbers are really small. They were one of the smaller universities that were still comparable to Ohio State. So their numbers are kind of skewed. I next want to draw your attention to this light blue bar. So that's going to be the amount of materials that is composted. So the leader in that is the University of Maryland, who composted 7,096.6 tons in 2014, the year their most recent ASHE STARS report was done. I think that Ohio State has a lot of improvement that they could be made here. They only composted 1,279.3 tons in 2015. And I think that being a land-grant university gives us a lot of opportunity to use our compost in different agricultural programs. So I definitely think that could be a way that we could divert food and other organic material from the landfill. The next category that I would like you to look at is this dark blue bar, which is materials reused or resold. So a lot of schools are missing that: Ohio State, Texas A&M, Florida International University, etc. But I thought it was important to include because I think that this is a big opportunity for Ohio State. There is a materials market in Ohio where businesses can buy other people's outputs and sell their outputs to turn a profit. And I think that Ohio State could possibly divert some of our material from landfill and create a profit on it by selling it in this materials market. The next category that I looked at was the amount of materials being recycled. So Texas A&M is excelling in this. They recycled 16,264 tons in the year 2015. In the same year, Ohio State only recycled 4,000 tons. I think that this is possibly because a lot of the time our recycling is contaminated with trash, and different student orgs on campus are trying to address that right now by changing the signage on their recyclings. They no longer say all in one. They tell you what you cannot and can recycle. And so I think that in the coming years, Ohio State definitely has a chance to see a lot of improvement in this category, and hopefully we can catch up with Texas A&M and University of Maryland. Diversion from landfill. University of Maryland is showing that they diverted the most from landfill than any of the other universities. But their reporting was a little bit different than the other universities because they reported their diversion from landfill and their materials recycled as being the same number. So I'm not sure if they actually diverted that much or if this is just like an error in the data or an error in their reporting. The biggest laggard, I would say, is Florida International University because they're not composting and their diversion from landfill is not that high, especially compared to the amount that they're disposing in their landfill. And I would say that a leader would be the University of Maryland, who is composting a lot and recycling a lot, and then also Texas A&M because of how much they have seen a success in their recycling program. Just one last thing would be any errors. I think that there's a possibility that there is errors in comparing them only because of differences in sizes and scales of universities. So Ohio State is very large, and I did my best to find information on universities who are very similar, but with us being so large and spread out, I definitely think that could be one issue in the way that Ohio State is looking compared to the other schools. Okay, thank you.